Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video we will be looking at my wish list for February's polish pickup for 2023. This month's theme is movie quotes. I am quite the movie buff, so I was excited to see this theme come up. For this month, the polish pickup website will open Friday, February 3rd and close Monday, February 6th. So make sure to check your own time zone to see what time it opens in your area. I know for myself it's usually around 8 a.m. but it does fluctuate depending on if we are in daylight savings time over here in Washington. So for my wish list, I have 12 polishes, which is overkill. I definitely need to whittle this down a bit. We just had the Bee's Knees Lacquer Respawn Palooza and I got 25 polishes, I think, plus a wax and a lotion. So I really need to whittle this down quite a lot, but I thought I'd share with you the polishes that I've got on my wish list thus far. Like I said, I do need to whittle this down, but we'll see how that goes. The first one is from Nailed It. This one is called On Wednesdays We Wear Pink. It will sell for $13, has a cap of 300, which means that that's all that's going to be available for purchase. The product size is 15 ml. And it is inspired by Mean Girls. It is described as a bright pink base with a pink to gold shifting shimmer and packed with hollow flakies. So the reason this one ended up being on my wish list is because of Bee's Knees Lacquer, the Loose Remember. That one is absolutely gorgeous. It's more of a purpley pink, but it's made me realize that I really like these pinky polishes when they have that red shifting shimmer in them. This is a beautiful picture of that shimmer in the base along with those holographic flakies. You get so many different colors that pop up on the nail that it really just dazzles when you're wearing it. I had a really fun time wearing that Bee's Knees Lacquer. So I've been adding a few more pink polishes in this same type of a formulation to my collection when I see them from different brands. So that one was Nailed It. On Wednesdays We Wear Pink. I will say I do need to go through the polishes that I've purchased recently in that formula in pinks and just make sure that I don't have anything that I think is going to be too close already, but I do really like this one. Next up is Night Owl Lacquer's My Blood, Your Blood, Our Blood. This one will sell for $13, has no cap listed that I can see, product size is 15 ml, and it is inspired by Practical Magic. It is described as a blackened purple with vibrant red copper gold shifting shimmer. So this one is another absolutely beautiful polish. This description is something that applies to quite a few of my favorite polishes. I absolutely love a contrast with the squishy base and a really loaded polish full of shimmer. This one has a stunning base. I think here you can sort of see that squishy blackened purple along the edges, and then of course the dazzling shimmer that has beautiful warm shifts. Here it is in slightly different lighting. You can see that orange glow just burning like fire on the nail. It is gorgeous. Here it is in slightly different lighting. Here you can definitely see that squishy purple blackened base, and then of course all of that glowing shimmer. Just beautiful. Looks like fire. Absolutely love it. I do have a few polishes again that fall into the same realm, but I think most of them do lean a bit brighter of a purple tone, so I'm not sure how they'll compare to this one as it's described as a blackened base, and I do really love all the shifts that I'm seeing in this one. It does seem to vary from the usual red to green to gold. This one seems to be more of that, what did they describe it as? Red to copper to gold. So I think it would be different enough that I can justify getting this one. That one is Night Owl Lacquer's My Blood, Your Blood, Our Blood. The next polish is actually a fairly new addition to my wish list. I added this to my wish list after I watched Lisa's YouTube video on all of the polishes that she got for this month's polish pickup. The swatches of it looked absolutely gorgeous. So this is Lumen So Much More. It will sell for $13, has no cap listed, and the product size will be 15 ml. This one is inspired by Beauty and the Beast, Belle's song about the village and wanting so much more than they've got planned. It is described as a deep, vibrant red packed with a red to gold to amber shimmer with tons of sparkle. So this one is a fairly unique polish for my wish list, as I am fairly finicky about my reds, but this one kind of falls into that same type of polish as that squishy purple, except this time we have a squishy red, and then again loaded with that beautiful shifting shimmer. This one I think does have a little bit of green depending on your angle, as you can see down here at the bottom of this bottle. But another gorgeous glowy shifty polish. I thought the swatches on Lisa's video looked absolutely gorgeous of this one, definitely the reason why I ended up adding this one. And like I've said about reds in the past, it's not that I completely dislike them, but I am finicky about the type, and this one in particular is very deep and rich and luxurious, and I love all the colors that you're seeing in that shifting shimmer. So that one is another absolutely beautiful polish. I mean, look at that glow in that shimmer, just beautiful. So that one was Lumen So Much More. The next polish is from KB Shimmer. This one is Tastes Like. It will sell for $12 and has no cap listed. It has 15 ml worth of product and is inspired by lickable wallpaper. It's got a rather long description, but the short of it is that it is a purple loaded with an array of colorful flakies. If you're a regular on my channel, you know that I absolutely love purples, and this is a really beautiful shade of candy-like purple, a bit of a grapey hue to it, and I love the flakies in this. They kind of remind me of the ones that were used in Cuticula's Dragon Glass, so they're a little bit different than the ones that you would normally see in iridescent flakies, and they are beautiful. This is a gorgeous combination. Even though I do have quite a lot of flaky polishes, I don't think I have anything quite like this, and as a purple fan, I'm excited to add this one to my collection. Here's what it looks like with a matte top coat, at least that's what it looks like to me. And there it is again with that beautiful bright purple base and all of those gorgeous flakies. This is going to be beautiful in person, I can tell already, just absolutely gorgeous. So that is KB Shimmer's Tastes Like. Next up is another pretty recent addition to this month's wish list. This is from Kathleen & Co. and it is Sincerely Yours, The Breakfast Club. This one will sell for $13. Has an availability of 15. I don't think that's right. Hopefully there's more, but currently it is just listed as 15 available. The product size is 15 ml and it is inspired by The Breakfast Club. The polish is described as a red base loaded with blue to red shimmers and scattered hollow. So this is a fairly unique polish to my collection. That red base is actually, at least in the swatch pictures, is not really what you're seeing. You're mainly seeing all of that beautiful shimmer, which is that blue to red, which comes off as more of a fuchsia. So I think this one is going to be really, really beautiful and very shifty in person. You've got that deep purple with that red glow on the edges. This is beautiful. I love the scattering of the hollow in there as well. I think this one could come off looking a bit multichromatic, but slightly different because it is a shimmer instead. So just another beautiful polish. Here's another shot of the different colors that you're going to see in that shifting shimmer. So like I said, fairly unique to my collection. I'm really curious about this one. I don't really have anything in my collection that I can think of that I would be duping myself for, so it really is intriguing me, and I love the tone of purple and the glow, so the swatches definitely caught my eye when I saw them. So that one was Kathleen & Co. Sincerely Yours, The Breakfast Club. Next up is one that I saw on Facebook I think yesterday and immediately added this polish to my wish list. This one is Georg Couture, Me and You, Us Never Part. This is $13 and it has no cap listed. Product size will be 12 ml and it is inspired by the love between Celie and Nettie from the movie The Color Purple. The polish is described as a purple to clear subtle thermal with violet, gold, blue, green magnetic shift. So magnetic and thermal, that is awesome. Here it is with the different shifts in that magnetic. You've got it going from this beautiful aqua blue to fuchsia and a deeper shade of blue. Then you see a reddish tone pop up. Absolutely stunning. And again, not like any other polish I have in my collection. I mean, just look at all the colors that you're seeing. Very vibrant, very gorgeous. It combines colors that I absolutely love. I think on this one she might have done a few different styles of magnetizing on different nails. This is beautiful. Cannot wait to see this one in person. I get the feeling that this is going to be a favorite from this order. So that one I'm super excited to see in person. That was Georg Couture, Me and You, Us Never Part. Next up is one from DRK Nails. This was one of the first ones early on in the spoilers that I added to my wish list. It's listed as I Hope Red, but I think it's just I Hope. This one will sell for $13.99. has a cap of 400 and the product size will be 12 ml. It is inspired by the Shawshank Redemption. It is described as a bright red microflake mixed with microflakies and shifting shimmer. Now it doesn't really say it here, but it is magnetic. So you can see that here across the nail. Absolutely gorgeous. Another stunning jaw-dropping polish. I mean, look at that. The base turns into this sort of purple once you magnetize it, and then through the magnet you get that beautiful red particle. This is stunning, and another one that's not like any other polish in my collection. This really is unique. I love the combination. You've got those flakies and the micro glitters. This is gorgeous. So another one that I cannot wait to see in person. Pretty sure that this one and that Georg are definitely going to stay on my wish list, even if I have to whittle down some others. But don't ask me just yet which ones have to be cut. But that was DRK Nails, I hope. Next up is Crystal Knockouts, What Like It's Hard. This will sell for $12, has no cap listed. The product size is 15 ml and it is inspired by the brilliant Harvard grad Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. It is described as a bright pink to pale pink jelly thermal with iridescent color shifting flakes in violet, aqua, and pink, iridescent glitter, pink to blue shimmer, and a bit of silver reflective glitter. So this one is quite the kitchen sink of items. You have everything from flakies to thermal and reflective components in here. This is another one that got added to my wish list because of Lisa on her channel. The swatches of it looked absolutely beautiful. Here you can see all of those gorgeous flakies with the lighter pink down here at the base and the brighter pink at the tip of the nail. This one really hadn't caught my eye prior because I'm not the biggest pink fan, and I just wasn't sure if this would be one that I like. Here you can see the scattering of the reflective components twinkling away nicely. But when I saw the swatches on Lisa's channel, it really caught my eye. The tone of this pink is really gorgeous. There's this purpley lean to it, and all of the other components, the flakies and the reflective glitter, really add a beautiful sparkliness to this that really caught my eye. So this had to make it to my wish list. All the flakies really spoke to me. And again, the tone of this purpley leaning pink really caught my eye. I really like that tone. So that one was Crystal Knockout, What Like It's Hard. The next polish also made it to my wish list thanks to Lisa. This one is Black Dahlia Lacquer. They're here. This one is $12.75. It has no cap listed and is inspired by the famous Poltergeist quote. It is described as a lavender jelly with hollow flakies that shift to pink, purple, red, and gold. Now, this one definitely caught my eye because of that glow. That glow is amazing. So especially in the bottle when you have all of that purple base loaded up on itself, you have this gorgeous tone and then all of that beautiful warm glow. You've probably heard me say it before, but that's one of my favorite things to see is a gorgeous contrast between the shimmer and the base. So here you have that purple contrasted with a really intense, vibrant, warm glow in that shimmer, and it is stunning. Now I am curious though on the nail lengths here if they used blurring base coat or something, because it is listed as a jelly, and the swatches on Lisa's channel, which this is Lisa's swatch here, you can see that it is still very, very squishy. So I'm wondering if there was a base used or something like that, but I would probably wear this over a base myself to get the opacity that you're seeing in the bottle, that really rich purple shade. But one that definitely caught my eye as a purple lover. I absolutely love this one. I cannot get enough of that beautiful glow. So that was Black Dahlia Lacquer. They're here. Next up is another one that made it to my wish list thanks to Lisa. This one is Cadillacquer, You've Got Red on You. This one will sell for $14, has no cap listed. Product size is 15 ml, and it is inspired by a quote from the movie Shaun of the Dead. It is described as a deep burgundy when cold to fuchsia when warm thermal with glowing red-orange iridescent flakes. So this is another one that when I first saw the spoilers of it, I liked it, but not enough to really add it to my wish list. But when I saw the live swatch on Lisa's channel, I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. You've got this deeper tone when it's cold to this beautiful shade of a bright sort of purpley pink when it's warm, and then those fire-like flakies definitely caught my eye. This one again is pretty unique to my collection. Again, the tone of the pink when it is warm looks really beautiful, and I love those flakies. So another one that I had to add to my wish list, again super unique to my collection. That was Cadillacquers You've Got Red on You. Next up is one from Alchemy Lacquers. This is No Matter Where You Go, There You Are. It will sell for $12.50, has a cap of 200 bottles. The bottle size is 12 ml, and it is inspired by the movie The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. And it is described as a periwinkle jelly nail lacquer packed with gold, green, turquoise, blue, shifting shimmer, scattered holographic shimmer, and holographic flakes. So the periwinkle base definitely caught my eye. I think this is another one that I saw swatched on Lisa's channel and thought that it was absolutely gorgeous. I love a good periwinkle polish, and I did go through my nail polish app to see if I had any periwinkles that were close to this, and I don't. So I had to add this one to my wish list. I really love the shifting shimmer that's in here as well. Also, you get that little bit of a scattering of those holographic flakies in that base. And the tone of this one is really beautiful. I'm curious to see in person how purple or blue it leans, because it seems like it could easily be one of those colors that shifts depending on how many coats you use and the lighting. But another beautiful polish. That one was Alchemy Lacquers No Matter Where You Go, There You Are. And the last polish was actually one of the first to be added to my wish list, and this is Bee's Knees Lacquer, Better Than No Heart at All. It will sell for $13, has no cap listed. The bottle size is 15 ml, and it is inspired by one of the maker's favorite movies, Stardust. It is described as a pale pink Dumicorn sibling with the same glowy green to blue shimmer. So a few things made this on my wish list. Number one, it's Bee's Knees Lacquer. Number two, it's a Dumicorn sibling. And number three, it is an absolutely gorgeous shimmer polish. So this one I have seen swatched on Lisa's and Caitlin's channel. I'll try to remember to list both of their videos for the polish pickup down below so you can see the swatches live. And this one does maintain its sheerness in both videos. This is definitely a squishy, ghostly, as Caitlin would call it, polish. So as you can see here, you still see the visible nail line. If that's something that bothers you, you might want to put this over a blurring base coat or perhaps a light pink polish or something else that would give you a boost of opacity, but it's absolutely stunning. I love this Dumicorn shimmer that Bee's Knees used. I think it's really, really beautiful, and I definitely don't have anything quite like this in my collection just yet. Caitlin Swatches does have a comparison of this to Dumicorn, so if you're curious how they compare, definitely check out her video. From what I saw, they were very different actually, despite having the same shifting shimmer. This one is, as described, a very pale pink, whereas Dumicorn has more of a purple lean. So another one that I'm really excited to see in person, I think this one could also make a beautiful transformative topper. That one is Bee's Knees Lacquer, Better Than No Heart at All. And there you have it. That was my wish list for polish pickup for February. I still need to whittle this down. I do not know how that is going to go. Usually how I decide to whittle my wish list down if I'm having a hard time cutting anything is starting by adding to my finite wish list the ones that I absolutely know I do not want to go without, and going from there. If after adding about 5 nail polishes that I cannot not get, I go back and review the rest, and if I have any hesitancy towards adding them, I cut them. So that's just one of my techniques. If you have any good techniques of your own, let me know down below. I'm always curious about how people get their wish lists whittled down, because sometimes it can be very, very difficult. But as always, hopefully you enjoyed. If you need any other information about polish pickup, I would definitely suggest joining the Facebook group. There you will see the spoilers, which is always super fun. Sort of get your wish list for the next month rolling. You also get to see previews of the swatches as swatchers start posting their swatches on the Facebook group, so you get a nice head start on your wish list. Also make sure to check out Caitlin Swatches and Lisa's channel. Those will have a bunch of swatches for these upcoming polishes. Those can either be helpful, or like me, you'll end up adding more polishes. But hopefully they can be helpful in doing some comparisons, or at least showing you how they apply in real life. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.